And go blue, everybody. John Diadamo here with Michigan at Voice of College Football, coming at you with some breaking news. Michigan's recruiting coaches continue to cook. And this is just another example of how Lou Esposito is ahead of the pack and making magic happen with this incredible pickup. Carter Meadows, On3 5-star edge rusher out of Gonzaga, Washington, D.C. Shout out, class of 2026. He is, a couple of things about him you want to know right away. He's 6'6", he's 225 pounds. He's an On3 5-star edge rusher. He's a top 75 prospect. In 6 games, Meadows recorded 33 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. Do we want to see the sack number go up a little bit? Yes. But I think that that's a great start. And keep in mind, Meadows is going to be coming into our strength and conditioning program. He's going to be coached by one of the best, Lou Esposito. And I think he's going to be an incredible addition to the class, to the likes of which we may haven't seen since Aiden Hutchinson, David Ojabo. That's the caliber that we see here, and you can see it in the film, which we're going to show right now. And again, 6'6". He's gone up a couple of pounds. Here he is on the right-hand side, coming at the quarterback with good speed, strength, good hands, excellent technique on that play. Continues to come at the offenses. What Meadows does that I think is really impressive is he will shut down an offensive play call by himself sometimes. Coming at that quarterback, he comes at him with good speed for his frame, for his size, his athleticism. Could use a little bit of a boost sometimes. He has spent much of his career in a 5-tech, kind of in a 4-man front. And here's why he's so successful. He has very, very good inside-outside agility, right? But he needs to continue to develop. He needs to continue to build himself, which I think Michigan's coaching staff will do a great job of. Here he is again on the right-hand side, just not allowing anything to happen here. He's a great player. And again, he's mostly used on the right, but every single time he's asked to do something, there he evades he gets through his first block, goes to a second block. Really impressive stuff. He just causes problems. And you can imagine that if he becomes a starter, and I think the question is when he becomes a starter, imagine you're a team like Maryland. Imagine you're a team like Illinois, Northwestern. You're screwed, right? So it's really going to need to be the only teams that are going to be able to hang are going to be the top of the top. And even then, he's going to be able to be a significant impact player right away. Again, like I said, mostly utilized on the right-hand side. We do see a couple of instances where they've moved him over to the left in the film. But again, just really good closing speed, really good ability. Here's him coming to the left-hand side. And again, just nowhere to go for the quarterback when he's deployed on the right or the left. Again, right there, just creates a giant mass of bodies. And it's really, I think, one of the best pickups we've had in quite some time. Again, Michigan was the number 11 ranked recruiting class coming into this. This will bump Michigan, I think, into the top 10, maybe even more than that, because a 5-star has a high weight. So on the On3 in particular, Michigan's going to be at a top 10 class because On3 does rank him a 5-star. A couple of things also to note about the process here. Carter Meadows, this Michigan's visit was the last visit in his OVs. So this is his last official visit, Victor's weekend. And the staff did a great job of coming in, of convincing Carter Meadows why Michigan is better than Penn State, Ohio State, and South Carolina. Remember, we also talked about the importance of education that the Meadows family places, and no one can deny that Michigan's Ross School of Business is one of the top-ranked business universities in the country. Penn State's semi decent as well, but Michigan is undisputably one of the best. I said this on Michigan Wolverines Live last Tuesday. Ross School of Business not only sets you up from an educational perspective, but they put on networking events where Meadows will get to network with recruiters at some of the top businesses in America. The Amazons, the LinkedIns, the Googles, those types of businesses are going to be at the Ross School of Business networking events. Carter Meadows is going to be set up not just for college, but for the NFL and for whatever else he wants to do in his career. As we look at where Michigan's recruiting class is, again, this was recorded before the official announcement. Little inside baseball for you. But what you're seeing here, obviously, is Zion Robinson at the top. But this has literally happened in the last couple of weeks, folks. This was a number 30-something ranked class. And then all of a sudden, Zion Robinson, Titan Davis, Malachi Lee, literally just the other day. Brady Smiegel's been in for a minute, but he was the highest in the class for a while. Mikhail Blade. So a lot of these, you have Moose Ludwig. And so what you're noticing is that a lot of these commits, there's Markel Dabney, who just flipped over from SMU. Friend of the program, Bear McWhorter, who's been on our show. Great young man, great individual, and is going to be a good player. So what you're seeing here is the recruiting staff is stepping it up. And we've talked about this on the show as well, why they're stepping it up. It's because that now Michigan is able to talk dollars and cents, which we weren't able to do before. That's why now you're seeing some of these players. Reminder to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, by the way. That's why you're seeing now these 4 or 5-star players joining the mix, because they care about dollars and cents a little bit. Some of these other schools are offering cash money. And so when Michigan was just saying, hey, we've got a vague idea, but we're going to need to hold off until the NCAA House settlement goes through for NIL. Well, now Sean McGee, Sharon Moore, they can talk dollars and cents. And let's also shout out Kaylee Johnson, who is the director of recruiting, and Aaron Dunstan for putting on some world-class recruiting events. We don't think sometimes about the event planning side of this, but better food, better gifts, better social media placements, presence, all of this has been happening since Aaron Dunstan and Kaylee Johnson have come into the university. So a shout out, not just to Lou Esposito, who, by the way, is absolutely killing it, but also to the staff all across the board for an incredible Victor's weekend, and now closing these recruits one after another after another. It's all great stuff. And that's pretty much what's going on here. There's going to be more to come. We're not done, folks. But right now, to silence all those Buckeyes who said, well, where's you're doing so great, but where's your 5-star? Here's your 5-star On3 5-star edge rusher, Carter Meadows, committing to the University of Michigan. It's great stuff, and it's just going to continue. Catch us Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, for Michigan Wolverines Live as we break all of these down and we tell you the latest on who's coming up next. But this was predicted by TJ, by myself, that Meadows was going to come to the University of Michigan, and here he is. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and as always, go blue, and we'll see you Tuesday night for Michigan Wolverines Live.